Alright guys, new video. We're starting on the wiring process. Paul came here yesterday. He helped me what I need to do to move forward with this. He already started the pigtails for the ignition coil. We are lacking a ground signal to the battery, so I ordered black wire, 20 gauge black ATX wire. So next thing I got to do is get my cold temperature sensor installed. I got to get the air intake sensor put on and wired up, throttle position sensor, and I guess that's it on this side. Don't know really. I think that should be it. On the other side, it's going to be O2 sensor, which is going to be the waistband, and the ignition coils. So that's pretty much real simple. I think that's pretty much it for the most part. But other than that, oh, and oil pressure sensor, and oil temp sensor. And I think that's it. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll continue moving on when we get there. But as far as that, that's what I need to do today. But kind of take a break on that, and it's not too cold, but it's also not too hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and tint these side markers and the tail lights. I don't want them black, but I want them like a little small tint. So I'm gonna see what one coat does, and then we'll move forward on the second coat if it needs it. All right, so I got the side markers installed. Came out pretty good, kind of what I wanted. I really wish I would have rocked the actual yellow amber, which I got plenty that I can always swap over if I want to change it up. They came out pretty good. Goes with the theme. The tail lights, these were the ugly duckly ones that I had set. I got at least a good 4 sets of these to where I can actually do what I want to do with it. Like I said, I wish I did not go 2 coats. I would have been happy with 1 coat. I could still do that with the other ones, but I hate to mess up more tail lights when I could resell them. Did want to keep the reverse lights white. Like I said, I don't like how they're discolored, but it is what it is. But I'll rock them for a bit, see how they look later on. Got this side and then this side installed. So again, guys, these are the ZG flares. I bought them back in 2016 where they're only $100 a whole set. They are fiberglass. Just to get them put on was a hassle. I had to put them on, bolt them on, let them sit there for this, you know, during the summer. This Texas heat kind of molded onto the shape of the car, so that took some time. Yeah, I could have got a heat gun, but I had other projects that I had to do to where it would take too much time. And then I notched them right here, kind of getting like a little up so it look good. And I even notched them. No, I did not notch them on that side, but I notched the front ones to where it kind of went even with the body line. So that's that. Next thing I got to do is put this back on jack stands, take the transmission out, service the transmission, put a rear main seal, put the plate on, and then put the flywheel and clutch back on. And then I gotta send these out to get powder coated. I did not want to rock these, but a lot of people say they like them. Until I can afford 3-piece wheels, then I'll go ahead and rock these for the moment. But other than that, came out pretty good. Get another. That'll probably be my thumbnail picture right there with that wicker bill. Looks really, really good. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with this wiring and get this done. I really want to get it done. Paul has an electric water pump for me, so appreciate him for that. So I'm gonna rock the electric water pump. Got the fan sprouts and fans coming in real soon, so I guess I can go ahead and take this cover off when they show up. Still have the cardboard between this just because I want to keep this radiator protected. Once I get the fan wire done, electric water pump done, then I'll go ahead and start doing my water cooling piping. He wants to hear this running as bad as I do, so I'm excited that he's excited, and kind of motivates both of us to get this done. If you want to hit up some car meets and promote our business, not only Project BR but Wireworks Performance, that way, because he's helped a lot on this restoration. So I gotta give him credit for that. But we will be hitting some meets soon. And then my buddy Brian, he's got a 2+2 260Z, which he's putting a VG in there, which is pretty badass. If y'all see my Instagram, y'all see the stories on that build. And then Paul himself has a really cool 240Z first series, and he's gonna put an RB26 in it, all-wheel drive. So if y'all want some content on that, let me know. I'll post footage of him building that, and then we'll go from there. But man, that was good. All right, I'm happy with it. I'm happy. It's my first car that I'm actually building on my own. Obviously, I have help with wireworks, so I'm happy. I'm very happy. This 280ZX right here, it's a 280ZX turbo model. Paul's gonna rip the motor out, tranny out, all the drivetrain, even the rear end. I have another rear end sitting back there, which I'm gonna put onto this, and then I'm gonna chop it up, cover it up, and build into a trailer, match the same way to where it's like the ZX. Because I saw that that red NSX with the NSX trailer. I thought that was pretty cool. So the fact that I'm able to do it, I might as well take advantage of it. So let's go back here. It's a good thing I didn't powder coat these, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint it. Now that it's painted, what I can do is put like a little tow bar hook right here, sand this down, weld up a tow bar hook, so where I can mount the trailer. So I think it'll look pretty cool. But all right, guys, I gotta get back to work. All right, so my Mishimoto fan shroud is in. It's a SR20 fan shroud to my SR20 radiator. That's what I'm running on my 280ZX. I was planning on making my own fan shroud just because I enjoy doing fab work, but this is gonna save me time. It's a straight bolt-on and the price is right. So I'm pretty excited. I'm happy to continue installing Mishimoto parts for my cooling system. I also ordered some TXL primary 20 gauge wire. It's got different colors, 100 feet each, but the main reason why I bought it is because I need this solid black wire. On my haltech ECU harness, most of my ground is black and white, and I did not want to get them mixed up by using the extra ground wire for my negative terminal. So for example, my LS ignition coil has a 4-pin wire. One is for ground, one is for ground to the battery terminal, ground to the ECU, and then signal to the coil, and then power to the coil. So this is gonna help me for future troubleshooting on what ground is what, so I don't get them mixed up. So I'm gonna get these connectors finished up, and then get this installed, get this wired up, and then move on to the injectors, and then continue moving forward. Doesn't seem very bolt-on. heck is this stuff? Huh. That doesn't seem right. Is it backwards? What the heck is this? All right, so I got my fan shroud installed. It's not lining up properly. Maybe it's the wrong one. I don't know. I'm not just gonna assume that, but it's not lining up. I'm not stressing too much about it because what I'm gonna do is remove it, cut the brackets, reline them up and weld them so that I'm actually in its correct position. And then I'm gonna add some more aluminum to this so that it actually hits the bolt patterns. So like I said, I'm not too tripping. I'm if anything, I'm actually kind of enjoy this, playing with it a little bit, making it fit right. The reason why I just at least need it on is so that I know exactly where I'm gonna run my fan wires to the harness. I want to make everything look clean. Paul already has them pinned in. So this is the power. If it focus, power going. Come on. There you are. Power going to the ignition coil, and then I have a signal going into my ECU, which is going to be one of these wires right here. I got to find out which one it is. And then got my ground to the back to the ECU, and then this solid black ground is going to my negative battery terminal. So pretty simple. Just got to identify which one's which, get them pinned in, clean up my harness, make it look really nice and hidden. Don't want to show too much wiring harness when I pop the hood. Then ignition coil is pretty simple. Got my main power, which I'm gonna have to splice and feed power to my individual injectors, and then each 6 individual blue wires are color coded, so I know exactly which injectors it goes to. Pretty simple. Got my connectors here, so I'm gonna get that done as well. Next thing I gotta do is start doing my throttle position sensor. Gotta drill a hole for my AT, air temperature, water temp, oil temp, and pressure sensor for the oil. So pretty simple. Once I get this done, then I'll continue moving forward. Oh man, still beat on it. All right, so I'm at Wireworks right now. It's came over here to hang out with them from 2. But what I gotta do is cut these off. I already have it marked where it needs to be positioned. As far as this side, not too much. I just gotta cut this off and make sure this edge right here is lined up with this one. And then I'm sure I'll find some aluminum up there to where I can just add some, but shift it a little bit to the right. And then this one shift it up, but a little bit to the left. So should be good. I'm not too worried about it. So get started. So pretty much straightforward. Just kind of trimmed it, cut the sides in, and then it should just wobble out. Boom. just like that. Real easy, didn't take much. Ooh, that's a little hot. That's a little hot. It's crazy how fast aluminum heats up, but those are it. Now it's from here, shift it over there. Obviously, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, shift it over here. This one, Chicadera, is gonna be right here. So, wait till Paul arrives to get this. I'm gonna clean this up. Wait till Paul arrives. He's gonna weld these up for me just because I don't want to do it. I'm too lazy right now. But I am gonna cut some brackets right now to bring it up and shift the left. So let me go ahead and see what I can find. See what I can. All right, so I'm back from Wireworks. I got the fan shroud installed correctly. Got the brackets repositioned. That's on there. Now I gotta drill my holes for the top part. I'm gonna get this all cleaned up here later on. I just right now I'm gonna focus on getting this hole drilled and then mounting it. And then I'll start doing the wiring for the fans. I got a new idea what I'm gonna do with this. Instead of going back into the front housing, what I'm gonna do is turn this the other way, run a hose or convert to an A fitting and put an A fitting coming all the way back to the front of the motor, and then tap into the plumbing that I'm gonna have from this hose to the thermostat housing. So hot water will come in, shoot back in, and then straight back to my radiator. And then I'll have a consistent cool water into my motor. But that's that. Let me go ahead and continue moving forward with this, and then I gotta get this done. Have to get this done today. Was able to finish the connectors. Got pretty dark, but I was able to get it done. Got everything labeled. Even the harness connectors are labeled to where I know exactly which connector it goes to. Number 6 is not plugged in because I'm gonna pigtail all of my ground to ECU and power from ECU to the connectors off of my connector 6. So can't do that yet until I pull the harness out and then get that soldered on, make it look pretty, and then put it back on. But in the meantime, I'm gonna end this video here. Next video, I am gonna start on the injectors and the rest of the sensors and pressure sensors, fans. But if you want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.